Welcome back, everyone. Today, we're going to explore some of the most valuable and sought-after U.S. coins that could be hiding right in your collection. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share this video, because the coins we're about to reveal might just surprise you with their incredible value. In this video, we'll be looking at the top 5 coins, including the Susan B. Anthony dollar, the Sacagawea dollar, the Washington quarter, rare U.S. gold coins, and more. We'll also dive into error coins, unique dirty condition finds, silver strikes, and rare color-shade varieties that have become major players in the coin collecting and investing world. These treasures are not only pieces of American history, but also some of the most valuable coins collectors are chasing today. So, if you're a coin enthusiast or someone who loves the beauty and significance of U.S. currency, this video is made just for you. Let's get started. First up, the 1979 Washington quarter with the Denver D mint mark, struck in silver, even in colored or dirty condition. This is written like a gripping story, dramatic and treasure-focused, the kind of narration that could easily run for 10 minutes. When most people look at a 1979 Washington quarter, they see nothing more than a simple piece of change worth 25 cents. But hidden among those ordinary coins is a legend, a Denver-minted silver quarter that defies all logic. To a casual spender, it looks the same as any other, but to collectors, it is a golden ticket in disguise, a coin that has the power to change a life overnight. The Washington quarter has been around since 1932, born to honor the 200th birthday of the first president of the United States. By the time 1979 came, the design was familiar, but something unusual happened. Most quarters of that era were struck in copper-nickel, but a rare few came out of Denver on silver planchets. This mistake created a coin that was never meant to exist, and that rarity is what makes it so unimaginably valuable today. The small D mint mark stamp beneath Washington's neck tells us it was made at the Denver Mint, a facility known for producing millions upon millions of coins. But that sheer volume makes the silver strays even more astonishing. Out of endless rivers of copper-nickel, only a handful of silver 1979 D quarters slipped through, ghosts of the minting process that survived against all odds. Imagine holding one of these coins in your hand. At first, it might look dirty, discolored, or worn. You might even mistake it for pocket change. Yet, beneath the toning and grime lies silver, and with it, a value that could run into the millions. Collectors do not shy away from coins in color or age condition. In fact, the wear often adds to the story. A dirty silver quarter is still a silver quarter, and a treasure no less valuable for its scars. What makes this coin truly explosive in value is not only its rarity, but its place in history. The 1970s marked the age when silver had largely disappeared from circulation. By 1979, quarters were never supposed to contain silver at all. That is why these rare Denver silver strikes stand apart. They are anomalies, mistakes, miracles, and collectors will pay any price to claim one. The design itself is iconic. Washington's proud profile on the obverse, the fierce eagle on the reverse. For most coins, this is routine, even forgettable. But when stamped on a silver planchet in 1979, it becomes something else entirely. A symbol of hidden wealth, disguised as an ordinary. That is why collectors search endlessly, checking every roll of quarters, hoping to find that shining mistake. Auction houses tremble when one of these coins surfaces. The bidding starts modestly but quickly explodes as wealthy collectors recognize what's at stake. What begins in the thousands can leap to the millions in moments. The tension rises, the numbers soar, and by the time the final hammer drops, the crowd is left in awe of the staggering price paid for one small piece of silver. For the everyday person, this story carries a lesson. Fortune can hide in plain sight. That jar of coins sitting on a dresser, that roll of quarters picked up from the bank, or that old drawer of forgotten change could hold the one coin that transforms an entire life. To find a 1979 D silver quarter is like winning the lottery, but without ever buying a ticket. The beauty of numismatics is that condition does not erase history. Even a dirty, tarnished, or a heavily wore example of this coin would still be worth a fortune. The silver core itself, combined with the rarity of its existence, makes it irresistible to collectors. Dirt tells a story. Toning tells a journey. The value lies not in perfection, but in survival. The 1979 D silver quarter also represents something bigger than money. It is a piece of America's minting history, a reminder that mistakes can sometimes create masterpieces. In a world where everything feels mass-produced, this coin is proof that uniqueness still matters, and that one small error can make all the difference. That is why no one should ever spend or dismiss a 1979 quarter without checking it carefully, because hidden among the ordinary strikes lies the extraordinary. The right coin could transform an ordinary collector into a millionaire overnight. To spend it unknowingly would be to throw away destiny. So remember this. The 1979 D Silver Washington quarter is not just a coin. It is a legend, a treasure, and a fortune disguised as everyday change. Even in Kaler or dirty condition, it holds unimaginable value in today's market. And if fate ever places one in your hands, guard it well. Because this small circle of silver has the power to rewrite your story and change your fortune forever in a single night. Next up, the 1995 Washington quarter with a D mint mark. Struck in silver, even in dirty or Kaler condition. This is written in a treasure hunt, life-changing style, perfect for storytelling or a 10-minute narration. Sometimes, the most ordinary-looking coins hide the most extraordinary secrets. The 1995 Washington quarter with the Denver D mint mark is one such coin, a piece that should have been just 25 cents, but instead has the power to make its finder unimaginably wealthy. For those who know coin history, this is no ordinary quarter. This is a hidden fortune disguised as loose change. By 1995, the U.S. Mint had long abandoned silver for circulating quarters. They were struck in copper-nickel, meant only for daily commerce. And yet, from Denver, a rare and mysterious handful of silver quarters emerged. Whether by error, leftover planchets, or a deliberate slip through the cracks, these coins exist, and they have become treasures of modern numismatic legend. The D mint mark beneath Washington's profile ties the coin to the Denver Mint, a facility that produced millions of regular quarters that year. Among that flood of common metal, a few silver pieces managed to survive. Their very existence makes them anomalies, outliers, and million-dollar rarities. Now imagine stumbling upon one of these coins in Kaler or dirty condition. To an untrained eye, it might look worn, smudged, or even worthless. But to the trained collector, the weight, the tone, and the metal composition whisper a different story. Even covered in dirt, its value does not fade, because what matters is what lies beneath. The silver core, the rarity, the history. Collectors chase these coins with an obsession. They know how few exist, and they know the bidding wars they ignite. While an ordinary 1995 D quarter might buy you a piece of candy, a silver strike from the same year could buy you a mansion, a fleet of cars, or secure your financial future forever. That is the staggering difference rarity can make. The design itself is deceptively familiar. Washington's determined profile on the obverse, the mighty eagle on the reverse. Millions of Americans saw the same design every day in their change. But the silver version of 1995 D transforms that design into something else entirely. A work of art, a miracle of survival, and a vault of value. When one of these coins appears at auction, the atmosphere is electric. Bidders know they may never see another in their lifetime. The numbers climb, and what begins as a few $1,000s rockets into the millions. Every bid represents not just money, but chance to own a piece of history that few can ever touch. For everyday people, the story of the 1995 D silver quarter serves as a wake-up call. How many people have spent one unknowingly? How many fortunes have passed from hand to hand in the checkout line, unrecognized? The lesson is clear. Always check your change, because destiny sometimes hides in the smallest of places. Condition, too, plays a smaller role than you might expect. A brilliant, uncirculated example will shine like a jewel, but even a heavily worn, dirty, or toned coin can command millions. Collectors crave authenticity, and the story of survival matters more than perfection. A scarred survivor is proof of the coin's journey and its worth. The 1995 D silver quarter is more than money. It is a relic of chance, an accident of the minting process that defies explanation. Its existence reminds us that even in a system built on precision and control, human error and fate can create miracles. Miracles that today can rewrite a person's fortune in an instant. That is why no one should ever dismiss a quarter from 1995 without looking closely. Beneath the scratches, beneath the dirt, could lie one of the most valuable quarters ever struck. To give away for face value would not just be a mistake. It would be throwing away a fortune, a ticket to a new life, a doorway to wealth beyond imagination. So, when you hear whispers of the 1995 D. Silver Washington quarter, know this. It is no myth. It is one of the most valuable, most sought-after coins of its kind. Even in Kaler or dirty condition, its power remains untouched. And if destiny ever places one in your hands, hold it tightly, because that little silver quarter has the power to turn an ordinary night into the beginning of a billionaire story. The 1979 Susan B. Anthony dollar coin with the Philadelphia P mint mark, imagined in silver, carrying unimaginable value in today's market. In the grand tale of American coinage, some stories stand out because they are unexpected, almost unbelievable. One such story begins in 1979, when the United States Mint unveiled the Susan B. Anthony dollar coin, the first U.S. coin to feature a real woman who fought fiercely for equality. To most, this coin was just another attempt to replace the bulky Eisenhower dollar. But hidden among them lies a version so rare, so valuable, that it has been whispered about as a fortune waiting to be discovered. Philadelphia Mint, marked with its small P, was the birthplace of countless Anthony dollars that year. Most were clad in copper and nickel, destined for circulation. Yet a handful of mysterious silver-struck pieces are believed to exist. Coins that slip through time like ghosts, their origins wrapped in silence. These were not supposed to exist, and that very impossibility makes them treasures. Imagine holding a Susan B. Anthony dollar in your hand. Its 11-sided border, unique and futuristic for the era, sets it apart from every other coin. The stern but determined gaze of Anthony stares back, a reminder of her courage and fight. Now imagine that same coin, not in base metal, but in radiant silver, a gleaming relic worth millions today. This is the coin that could turn an ordinary day into the moment your fortune begins. Many collectors overlooked the Susan B. Anthony dollar when it was first issued. It was small, too similar in size to a quarter, and often confused in vending machines. But in the coin world, obscurity often breeds opportunity. What the public ignored, collectors later hunted with obsession. And among those hunts, the 1979 P in silver has become the ultimate prize. Even in worn, dirty, or what you call conditioned states, this coin commands awe. Dirt cannot erase rarity. Scratches cannot erase history. A silver 1979 P Susan B. Anthony dollar is a miracle of the minting process, a mistake that collectors would pay any price to claim. Its value does not rest in perfection alone, but in its existence itself. When such coins surface at auction, the energy in the room shifts. Whispers turn to gasps, and bidding wars break out like storms. Prices climb, doubling and tripling, until the numbers leave reality behind. What started as a single dollar can end as $1 million treasure, and those who witness it never forget the spectacle. What makes this coin so powerful is not just its silver shine, but the symbolism it carries. Susan B. Anthony fought her whole life for women's rights, for the belief that every person should have a voice. Her coin, born out of that fight, represents strength and transformation. And to think that her face could also be the key to unimaginable wealth feels almost poetic. The Philadelphia Mint mark adds another layer of rarity. It was the first time the P was used on a dollar coin, a historic moment by itself. For collectors, that little letter means origin, authenticity, and legacy. For the silver variant, it means destiny, a marker of one of the rarest strikes ever known. Some legends say these coins were struck as test pieces. Others whisper they were experimental runs that slipped into circulation. Whatever their origin, they are undeniable proof that accidents can create miracles. In the rigid world of minting, where precision is everything, a handful of mistakes became the most valuable treasures. To the untrained eye, the coin may look ordinary, even unimpressive. But in numismatics, The difference between ordinary and extraordinary is everything. That extra shine, that weight in silver, that mint mark. All it takes is one sharp-eyed finder to turn a simple pocket change discovery into an overnight fortune. So if one day you stumble across a Susan B. Anthony dollar from 1979 with a P mint mark, do not ignore it. Do not toss it aside. Look closer, test it, and guard it. Because if it is one of the legendary silver strikes, you are not just holding a coin. You are holding a key that could unlock millions, a key that could change your life forever. The 1979 P. Susan B. Anthony silver dollar remains one of the most captivating mysteries in U.S. coinage. It represents history, rarity, and unimaginable wealth wrapped into a single small disc of metal. If fate places in your hands, remember this. You are touching a piece of history that has the power to rewrite your destiny overnight. Hold it tight, for it may be the rarest treasure you will ever encounter. The 2009 Sacagawea Dollar coin without a mint mark. Imagine in a rare golden strike. That could be worth millions today. In the vast story of American coinage, some coins are born ordinary, while others rise to legendary status. Among the coins that carry mystery and power, the Sacagawea Dollar 2009 holds a special place. Most people remember it as a golden-colored coin introduced to honor the Shoshone woman who guided Lewis and Clark through uncharted lands. But a rare, no-mint-mark version from 2009 has sparked imaginations across the collecting world. A coin so unique, it is believed to hold the power to change a person's fortune overnight. The Sacagawea Dollar was first issued in 2000, but by 2009, the mint had elevated the series with stunning detail and what collectors call the Native American reverse designs. That year's coin featured a bold image of a native family planting seeds, symbolizing agriculture, growth, and hope for the future. But somewhere in the mints, stories say a handful of experimental golden strikes without mint marks were created, and those rare pieces have taken on mythical status among collectors. To understand why this coin is so powerful, you must first look at Sacagawea herself. She was more than just a guide. She was a symbol of resilience, courage, and leadership. Her image on the dollar represents strength and guidance through unknown paths. And to imagine her likeness struck on a rare no-mint mark golden dollar is to imagine a coin carrying the spirit of destiny itself. Ordinary 2009 Sacagawea dollars are common. Yes, they were produced by the millions. But the no-mint mark versions stand apart because it suggests something unusual, a coin struck under mysterious conditions, unbound by the usual rules of production. That tiny absence, the missing mint mark, transforms the coin from pocket change into a golden mystery that could fetch unimaginable sums today. Collectors and historians often whisper that such coins may have been test strikes or private issues that slipped into circulation unnoticed. For decades, rare U.S. coins have surfaced in exactly this way. Unexpected discoveries in circulation, hiding in plain sight. And if you are lucky enough to find one of these no-mint mark Sacagawea dollars from 2009, you may be holding a piece worth not just hundreds or thousands, but millions. The beauty of this coin is undeniable. Its golden color radiates with an aura of wealth and promise. Even in worn, dirty, or imperfect condition, the value of rarity overshadows the flaws. Imagine a coin that has passed through hands without recognition, resting in jars or drawers, waiting patiently for the day someone finally realizes what it truly is. That moment of discovery is like stumbling upon buried treasure. At coin auctions, whispers of a no-mint mark 2009 Sacagawea create an atmosphere of electricity. Bidders lean forward, hearts race, and the price climbs higher and higher. A coin that once represented a single dollar suddenly commands figures in the millions. That transformation is the magic of numismatics. The power of history, rarity, and chance colliding in one small piece of metal. The absence of a mint mark on a 2009 Sacagawea dollar is not just a detail. It is a clue that the coin defies expectations, that it does not belong to the ordinary run. For collectors, such a clue is irresistible, like a map leading to hidden treasure. That absence is presence, the presence of rarity, of value, of fortune waiting to be unlocked. This coin does not just represent money. It represents transformation. One day you could be an ordinary collector or even someone casually sifting through pocket change, and the next you could be a millionaire, your destiny rewritten by the discovery of this golden rarity. That is a kind of fortune that keeps collectors searching, digging, and dreaming. The Sacagawea Dollar already carries a special place in coinage history. It was designed to be golden, distinctive, and meaningful, breaking away from the silver-colored coins of the past. But the 2009 no-mint mark issue elevates it to a level beyond design. It becomes legend, a coin that was not supposed to exist, yet does. And because of that, it holds a kind of value most people can only dream of. Paragraph 11. If one of these coins comes into your possession, do not underestimate it. Do not rush to sell it for a small sum. Coins like this demand patience and respect. They are not just metal. They are history, art, and fortune woven into one. With the right auction, the right collector, the right moment, such a coin can turn a life upside down in the best way possible. The 2009 Sacagawea no-mint mark golden dollar remains one of the most mesmerizing treasures of modern U.S. coinage. It represents a journey of a woman who changed history, the artistry of American minting, and the rare chance of unimaginable wealth. If you ever find this coin, hold it tightly, for it is not just a dollar. It is a key to a destiny beyond imagination, a fortune waiting to crown its rightful owner coin.